Yo, what's going on, man? It's Zupa, Curvy Joseph, man. Hey, you listening to the Honolulu Blues. You hear me?
Welcome back, everybody. Woohoo!
Woo!
Tigers move on. Oh, this is so good. Gonna be a quick little episode for you guys today, so I will jump right into it, keep it quick, and give you guys my one thought. First of all, I guess the Tigers were sandbagging until the 7th inning of Game 3. Maybe they just knew, hey, if we get some of these meaningless hits right now, we'll use them up. We have to save them all towards the very end of Game 3. I'm fine with it. It worked. That was a up and down roller coaster, whole series of emotions. Loved every bit of it. And now every single time a Guardians fan wants to brag about this 15.5 game comeback, they'll say, well, what did the Guardians do in the postseason? And the Guardians fan go, oh, they lost in the first round. And the guy will be like, well, who'd they lose to? The Yankees? No, it was the Tigers, the team they came back against. So this means nothing. Playoffs is everything. Nick, take it away.
This was outstanding. From just a terrible month to the last 2 games. Like, it was, holy moly, this is going to be the most epic collapse of all time. But truly, just like AJ Hint said, all you got to do is get into the dance. Once you're in the dance, then anything can happen. Ask Eli Manning, you know what I mean? Ask Nick Foles. Like, just get into the dance and then just anything can happen. Baseball is crazy. And David Freese, I believe Freese can be an MVP in the world. You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird things can happen in baseball. Weird thing happened. Like, just finally, we needed Dylan Dingler. Finally gets his first postseason hit. And it was a huge spark plug for everyone. A home run over the left field. And it was just outstanding. Like, it was a huge hit that got us up 2-1, and then the onslaught came on. And thank God the onslaught came on, because Tommy Kahnle tried his best to get us out of that lead, but we held it down. Will Vest almost did his best to get us out of that lead by dropping a Spencer Torkelson flip to him, but then turned around and threw a bullet to second base, where Javi laid an amazing tag, his second amazing tag of the game, one from Dylan earlier in the game. Just outstanding to see. Now we play Seattle, who I am not worried about. Cleveland was the boogeyman against the Tigers. That was the team we could not beat. They had our number, and that we finally got to beat them in their hometown. Fuck Ohio's Tate. You know what I mean? Like, I am so happy. Jeff Weaver's real happy. We are just ecstatic over here. The Tigers are moving on. Saturday, right? 8:30 at night, first game, right?
I do not know, so I'm going to trust you on that one. But, yeah, what a phenomenal game. That Dingler home run was the extra spark we needed. And then I think every Tigers fan kind of knew, I do not feel comfortable. 2-1, please, let's just bust this open. And after previous innings of leaving 2 guys on base on the corners with no outs and just having multiple opportunities and blowing a 1-0 lead and then regaining it back. Oh, what a game. What a roller coaster of emotions. Not a doubt in the boys. I still believed that just little series in the 7th, the Torque, Riley, where they walked Carey. It's like, oh, no, you don't walk Carey. That's just going to piss off the bull. So that was awesome. So happy for the Tigers. We really needed this, or else Detroit Tigers fans would have kind of burned down Detroit.
It would have just been sad. I mean, we'd have been turning to the Lions and the Pistons and the Red Wings. Like, it'd have been all right. It's okay. I don't think Detroit cares that much about the Tigers, really. But we're winning, so we're like, wait, let's keep it going. The big thing there, though, what was I going to say? Oh, yes, Saturday, 8:30. Tigers Mariners. I believe it's 8:30. It's guaranteed Saturday. I believe it's 8:30 at night. So it's going to be electric. We're excited. It's
big Scooball pitch.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be nice. Scooball pitch game 1, trying to steal the first one in Seattle. It's 5-game series, right?
I don't know. Is it? It's not 7?
I think so. So the Astros or the Guardians last year was 5 games, and that was after
that was the second round. Yeah. So
I think that's how they've been doing it. But it's so confusing. But not just the Tigers can beat Cleveland. It's the Lions, too. I mean, we all kind of knew they would stop on the Browns, but this was very reassuring. We saw a Cliff Rain punt return. That was very cool. We saw Hutch just turn himself into a monster that is and let everyone know, hey, old Hutch is back. Old Hutch is here to stay. He's going to be a game wrecker. All in all, couple little things that you noticed, Nick, anything that just stood out, if it was, the offense still just clicking, maybe the JMO disconnection between Goff or what?
I think all those stood out. I'll start with the bad news first, I guess. My bad news that I want to bring up, the defense first possession is atrocious, dude. Quinshon Judkins looked like Barry Sanders out there against us, and Joe Flacco looked like Peyton Manning, and this happens week after week after week. And yeah, we went lockdown. I think 3 more points after that. I mean, nothing on Kelvin Shepard, nothing on the defense. It's just like we got to be a little bit more prepared coming out against these guys in the first drive. And I get it. First drive is scripted. Like it's hard to defend a scripted drive. They have practiced this drive many times over during the week, the opposing team, right? So it's hard to stop that. I get it. But you can stop it. You do not have to just let them score a touchdown. Like, I can promise you that. Other than that, everything looked great on defense for me. Injuries would be the next big thing that I wanted to bring up here, would want to talk about. But, like, for me, you asked me what my number one thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about the first drive because after that, I have nothing to really talk about. The Lions are great. You know what I mean? They're the best team in the NFL. We're not going to lose another game this year. It's unbelievable. But, geez Louise, can we just stop them on the first drive on defense?
It is an odd, thing that's been happening. At first, it was Green Bay where like, no one even thinks a single thing of it. Then it was Chicago where it was like, crap, are the Bears actually good? And then we realized, it's just first drive. Then it was the Ravens. And now it was kind of like, is there something to this? I don't know. Maybe it was 3 good offenses. I don't know. Then the Browns did it.
4
Yeah, 4 in a row with the Browns. That's a problem. This is just 7 free points that we're just handing them right off the bat. If you take away those 7 points from all those teams, it becomes even bigger blowouts of what the Lions had. 34-3, 38-23.
Yeah,
with a garbage time touchdown.
Yeah.
So, like I said, the Lions, they've been dominating. They've been very good.
Very much so.
I enjoy this little baby stretch of easy teams. Granted, the Bengals were expected to be a lot better than they are. They've looked atrocious their last 2 games. We'll get to them in a little bit, but the Browns, it was nice that this wasn't any type of trap game. Not only did you cover, you win by 20-plus points. Special teams gets a touchdown. Kirby interception, DJ Reed interception, and also a bummer that DJ Reed is down. So everyone was fired. It was a game that went all according to plan.
Yeah, I would say so. After that first drive, I think everything went definitely according to plan. Interceptions, forced Flacco to throw bad passes, got interceptions from Kirby. It was defense looked stout, special teams looked good. Honestly, our offense could have looked a little bit better. And I know we were playing Cleveland, who has a good defense, but even me, I don't think their defense was that good. But Myles Garrett was a beast. We learned that. He was trying to get to Goff nonstop. It was quite crazy. I saw Goff evade him due to a really good block by our offensive line, but he ended up squeaking through, and Goff just kind of rolls out, boom, hits ASB down the sideline. That was early in the first half. It was just a really good game. It was the same kind of game we saw when the Lions would play teams like the Jaguars last year, the Titans last year. You know what I mean? Like, and this was a better defense than them, but like Khalif, just people showing up all over the board, and it was just outstanding. Yes, the things there are to clean up, like you said. Let's get right into it. Jared Goff and J-Mo, eight passes, 2 completions for 40 yards, and a couple of them were right through the hands of J-Mo. Like, this dude got paid and hasn't really shown up. He had one bomb-ass catch against the Bears. Other than that, he had 2 catches in the first drive against Baltimore, and then never touched the ball again.
I think he had 1 catch in this the Browns game.
No, 2 catches, 40 yards.
Oh, 2
for 40.
No, the Browns.
Oh, yeah.
That was the Ravens.
I thought it was 2 for 40 against the Browns, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was just 1 catch. I thought it was 2 receptions on 8 targets. Regardless, it wasn't any more than that, so it's not great. You know what I mean? And some of those passes, Goff could be better.
Oh, gosh. No, you were right. So he was 2 for 43 in the Ravens game, and that's what I thought you were like.
And then 2 for 40 against Cleveland.
Yeah, very similar stat lines.
That's not the Jameson Williams that I drafted in the 5th round of every single fantasy football league that I'm in. All right. I'm expecting 100 yards, 6 receptions. At the end of last year, Goff was feeding them. And he did get 8 targets last game. So Goff's gonna keep feeding them. And I don't think that's gonna shy away. He's gonna go right back to him, especially against Cincy. There'll be a couple get right games for J-Mo. It's just a weird connection. Do you have any thoughts on it?
Yeah, I just think we see what Amon-Ra and Goff have, and I feel like that gives a lot of Lions fans like, hey, this is how every wide receiver, needs to be with Goff.
Right.
In reality, that chemistry they have is some of, if not the best, quarterback to pass catcher duo in the NFL.
Agreed.
So J-Mo did have, a couple rough drops, didn't look like it was off. There was a Goff interception, I want to say, where he just threw it way, way short. Not sure if J-Mo was going to cut in more or just keep going deep. Weren't on the same page. But this is stuff that, I'm glad it's happening against the Browns. It's no one that's really going to make us pay for it. We can work out these kinks, figure it out, and fix it. So not too entirely worried. Love you playing with the little camera angles there. But the 2 big things I guess we should take away, maybe 1. DJ Reed, Terrion Arnold, both banged up. Terrion did have a limited practice today, so maybe he gives it a go this week. That would be huge. DJ Reed placed on IR. That's a big blow. Lions go out and get Trey Flowers, cornerback from Seattle. No, not defensive end from the New England Patriots. And Trey Flowers is kind of like a veteran. I think he'll be decent, but granted, the Bengals don't really have any, good passing game. They have 2 really good wide receivers. So do you think our DBs are in trouble, or do you think our pass rush is still good enough to be able to, hold some of these teams off until we get Reed back or Terrion comes back to full health or whatever?
I think our defensive pressure up front, especially that along with being able to stop the run as well as we do, really forces quarterbacks into throwing these errant throws. I think we're more than fine against the Bengals. Jake Browning, I'm pretty sure you and me can go play cornerback for the Lions as long as Branch and Kirby's behind us and Hutch is in front of us. We all right. We're going to be all right. You know what I mean? So I am not worried about that. Now, asking that question for the next couple of weeks against the Chiefs, against the Bucks, yeah, I think it's going to hurt us, and we're going to be in these tight NFL football games. No, maybe we could blow both of those teams out if we were fully 100% healthy, but that's just not how the NFL works. You know what I mean? So the Chiefs weren't that scary to me when they didn't have Rashee Rice or Xavier Worthy. As soon as they get Worthy back, their offense starts to click again. But that was against the team that they're familiar with in Baltimore and have almost like a upper hand mentally on them. Who has the upper hand mentally on the Chiefs? The Lions, who just beat them last time we saw them on opening night as they had their banner fallen in their hometown. They might come out with a vengeance against us. And if you don't think Dan Campbell's going to have our boys ready, no matter if it's Terrion Arnold back there and even or Rocky Sin or Avonte Maddox or whoever's going to be playing cornerback for us, Trey Flowers, we're going to be just fine. Yes, it's going to make this game closer. Yes, it sucks and it hurts to have Reed out. But the fact of the matter is we still got Kirby, we still got Branch, we still got Hutch, we still got Anzalone, we still got Tyleek Williams, we still got DJ Reader, we still got AQM. We have such a stacked defense. DJ Reed was really good. His loss isn't going to be unnoticed, but ultimately, I'm not worried about Cincinnati, and I'm not even really worried about Kansas City or Tampa Bay.
Well, down goes DJ Reed, but we do get some more reinforcements, maybe not this week, but soon, very soon, and that is Aleem McNeil. Dan Campbell opened his practice window. This was much earlier than I expected. I think a lot of Lions fans expected. The talk of the town was after the bye. That seemed like the safest. And it's still.
You think? I don't know if I agree with that. I think we all thought that this was exactly right on time and that he would be back right after the bye. Right? Isn't that what we said? I think we said that he would be back after the bye. That was our end goal,
yeah.
Right? Week 9, which means it's a 21-day period to get him up to that. That's 3 weeks. And isn't our bye 3 weeks?
Oh,
right?
I guess you are right. Well,
so in 1 week, it'll be Kansas City. 2 weeks will be Tampa. Third week will be bye. And then that's the 21-day practice window. And then he's able to play against Minnesota after the bye. I think we're right on schedule, but I like where you were going. Fuck it, dude. Aleem, we're always ahead of schedule with him. So I didn't mean to cut you off. I wanted to make sure.
No. I get what you're saying there. But nonetheless, huge addition when Aleem comes back. It'll be Minnesota week 10, week 9. Week 9. Yeah. So next week, Chiefs, besides the Bengals on Sunday, Chiefs, Bucks, both primetime games too, which will be interesting.
Really? What days are they? Sunday and Monday?
One is a Sunday, I think the Chiefs are Sunday night, and I think the Bucks are Monday night.
Good. A lot of red zone to be watched. I have been missing red zone with these flipping 1 o'clock games.
It's going to be good.
It's 1 o'clock game. The Bears 1 o'clock game. I don't like it.
And Dan Campbell, he is the primetime king, knows how to get it done. 12-2 in primetime for the Lions. Phenomenal coaching record. But this Bengals game, I think Hutch is going to just have a chance. One of my bold predictions is he's going to come around that single game career record. He's got a 4.5 sacks against Tampa Bay last year before he got hurt. And I think 3 to 4 is definitely in the ballpark for Hutch. This offensive line allowed Myles Garrett to get 2, allowed Andrew Van Ginkel to get 2, allowed Nick Bonito just last Monday to get 1.5, 2 tackles for losses. So the offensive line is struggling just as much as Jake Browning. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, they might beat us a couple times on some big flashy plays just because they're good playmakers. But I'm not concerned. I think we drop. Personally, I think we drop another 50 burger on the Bengals. And it sounds like cockiness, confident, but it's just hey, man, look what the Broncos just did. Look what the Vikings just did. You don't think the Lions are a better team than them? And I don't know. It is in Cincinnati, so that will be a little bit interesting. See if their team brings a little atmosphere to it. But want to do a little offensive, defensive MVP picks?
Yeah, definitely. We got to wrap this up here soon. I do want to jump in real quick on this Bengals game. I like what you're thinking for the Aiden Hutchinson single game sack record for himself. That could definitely be done. That could definitely be done. We'll take a quick little comment first, too, here. Looks like Cody Douglas, shout out Cody, would like to see more out of Williams Montgomery this weekend. Laporta did his best guarding Miles last game. That's something I did want to talk about. We'll go back to that Cleveland. Miles Garrett got through a lot, but not just the entire offensive line where we had so much concern after Green Bay. It's such a flip script for me. The way that our our offensive line pushed around Baltimore, Chicago, Cleveland, like these are defenses that I think have a good front seven that we just massacred. And that's on the backs of Graham Glasgow at center, Tate Ratledge, rookie. You know what I mean? These kind of plays are huge. So having Sam Laporta, and we saw Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jamison Williams really come in and help block for the run game. It's just so impressive to see the juxtaposition from the offensive line from week 1 to week 4. You know what I mean? So just a quick shout out to the offensive line. But then I didn't mean to steal the show. And what were we going to say? What are we talking about?
Quick offensive, defensive MVP score prediction.
Hey, let's get to our dun 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 dun. Predictions. So let's pull this up here. And overall, Nick and Adam lead this fun predictions game with 7 points on the season so far. Julius coming in third with 6 points, just 1 point behind. Last week, I won the score, picking 31-13. That was the closest. I also got to pick Aiden Hutchinson. That got me a point for defensive MVP. And I picked the Lions to win, so I got 3 points. Adam had Amon-Ra St. Brown for a point and the Lions for another point. And Julius picked the Lions to win for 1 point. Because he only had one, he gets to go first, but he's not here. What should we do? Should we
Julius sent his picks in. I have them.
Should we? But I mean, make the show, bro. I don't know what to tell you. So should we put I have a picture here that's got some names on it right here. It's got signatures from a bunch of people, including a bunch of people that aren't on the team anymore. Should we just get one of those suction cup darts and throw it, and wherever it lands, whatever name it's closest to, that? It could be Cam Sutton, you know what I mean, for defense. It could be, you know what I mean, Frank Ragnow for offensive. So I just think maybe next time, if Julius is not going to be able to be here for the show because can't stay up till 3 a.m. apparently, like any other degenerate. But I guess he gave his picks in. Adam, you got them. What are they?
Yeah, unfortunately, Julius couldn't make it. His 5K parlay, it kind of fell short, but it was kind of close. He had a long parlay. Long story short, the 2 that missed were Flaherty needed 2 more strikeouts, and if the Guardians, drew a blank on the name, scored 1 more run, if they would have lost 6-4, it would have hit everything but the strikeouts. It would have hit $8 to win $4,000.
Crazy, dude. Crazy.
But Julius did pick for his offensive MVP. He went with hometown hero David Montgomery. Defensive MVP, low-hanging fruit, Aiden Hutchinson, and a score prediction of 34-14 Lions.
Montgomery playing at home for the first time ever in his career, should have a ton of family there. Do you think they feed him the rock a ton?
I think so. I think that might be.
Let's just right now, bold prediction here. Well, not bold prediction, but just prediction. How many rushing attempts does Jahmyr Gibbs have, and how many rushing attempts does David Montgomery have at the end of the game?
I think it'll be 18-13.
Gibbs?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say 15-14. Montgomery.
Ooh.
And that's only because, but it'll be, I bet, 12-4 at the end of the first half, and we're going to be up 28-0 or something like that. And Monty's just going to take the whole second half until the fourth quarter when we get Vaki or Craig Reynolds or Sailors.
A lot of money into Monty scoring a touchdown, getting lots of rush yards. I think I'm up, so I will go with. Let's go with Amon-Ra. He's just been so freaking good. He's had 6 touchdowns in his last 3 games. Just been balling out. Had his first ever hat trick for the Lions against the Bears. Dude's established himself as a top 3, maybe even top 1 wide receiver in the NFL. Defensive MVP. This is where it gets interesting. It's Hutch, And then there's like 5 guys that are all just studs that can make plays. I think I'm going to go with going AQM. AQM.
Ooh, that's such a
That
good
defensive
pick,
line.
bro. I love
And score
that.
prediction, I do think it's going to be very high scoring. I think it's going to be a blowout. I'm going to go. The Lions love to put up 50 burgers at that 52 mark. We did it against the Jaguars last year, the Bears this year. Why not do it again? I'm going to go 52 to 52-14.
All right. So Julius says 34-14, Montgomery and Hutch. Adam says 52-14, ASB and AQM. And I'll say, let me go here. I'm going to say 41. I don't think we like to put 50 up in other people's areas. I think if you look last year, maybe I'm wrong about this, but I think all of our 50 burgers were at home, right? I bet.
Did we play Tennessee home?
I think so.
I think we did. I think you are right.
I think all our 50 burgers came at home.
Was a first for everything.
Hey, man, I love it. Hey, I hope you're right. But just based on prior stats, I'm going to go 41. I do think we hit the 40s. 41-13. And I'll go Jahmyr Gibbs because you boys are gifting me him. I'll take 14 carries for 135 yards and 2 tutties in the first half. And then,
good Gibbs game.
I mean, dude, if you guys are just going to give me all the interceptions, you guys go take the sacks. I'll take the picks when Browning's whipping up there. Hopefully he gets 2 interceptions and I can win the DMVP over 2 sacks because I think that means more in my opinion. So give me Kirby Joseph for my defensive MVP.
This could make for an interesting little debate in the group chat. Kirby gets 1 pick. Hutch gets a sack and a half. But 3 tackles for losses.
That's what we'll have to go. We'll have to go to the fans. We'll have to go to Booner.
Yeah, definitely. We may need one of our tiebreakers to come in because it could get interesting. But boys and girls, I think that will do it for us. As always, check us out, Honolulu Blues _. Me and Nick are busting out some good articles. I got a Hutch one I'm literally about to post right now. Go check it out. It'll be up within 5 minutes or less.
Ooh. What's it on?
Aiden Hutchinson. He's a beast, man. He is a beast. We all know that, though. Honolulu Blues _ on X, all that good stuff. Like, subscribe on YouTube. And, oh, yeah, there we go.
See, this is Lions Roundtable. Make sure you go on the Lions Roundtable.
Sir, we got lots of good content. And also other Detroit sports news if you want to check that out. Roundtable, new little startup sports website with lots of good content on there. Not just me and Nick are writing good stuff. There's a bunch of other good writers. But boys and girls, as always, go.